Namaskar, and welcome to Learning India. Today, we are going to discuss a very important and often misunderstood topic. NEP 2020, a management reform, not an academic one. The purpose of this video is to clearly explain one fundamental truth. NEP 2020 is not just about syllabus changes, credits, or curriculum redesign. It is a leadership and governance reform, one that directly speaks to boards, trustees, owners, and senior management of educational institutions. If we look at earlier education policies, such as those of 1968 and 1986, their focus was mainly on access and expansion. Government control was strong, institutional autonomy was weak, and evaluation was largely input-based. NEP 2020 introduces a fundamental shift. The new focus is on institutional capability autonomy with accountability outcome-based evaluation. In simple terms, the government no longer controls institutions. Institutions now govern themselves and are answerable for results. After NEP 2020 was announced, what did most institutions do? They formed syllabus committees. They revised credit structures. They conducted workshops. They updated policy documents. All of this is necessary, but it is not sufficient. What most institutions missed was governance restructuring, clarity of decision rights, accountability frameworks, financial authority systems. That is why today we can say this clearly: failures in NEP implementation are not academic failures. They are management failures. The real work of NEP 2020 is often invisible because it reforms management infrastructure, not classrooms. NEP fundamentally reshapes 5 core systems: decision-making, authority, governance, hierarchy, accountability mechanisms, ownership of quality assurance, autonomy frameworks. And this is critical to understand. None of these systems can be executed by faculty committees alone. This is the responsibility of institutional leadership and boards. So who is NEP 2020 really addressing? Trustees and owners, governing bodies, vice-chancellors and principals. The role of faculty is clearly defined, implementing academic vision, focusing on teaching, research, and innovation. NEP primarily evaluates how management governs the institution. How faculty teaches comes after that. NEP 2020 does offer autonomy, but not unconditionally. Autonomy is given for designing innovative programs, financial decision-making, administrative flexibility. But autonomy requires strong internal controls, transparent governance, rigorous outcome measurement. The reality is simple: institutions without capable management often lose autonomy before they ever gain it. Earlier, institutions were evaluated on faculty numbers, infrastructure, classrooms, and libraries. Under NEP 2020, evaluation is based on learning outcomes, employability, research impact, social contribution. Which means, boards must review performance dashboards, decisions must be evidence-based, accountability has reached the boardroom. The academic bank of credits is often mistaken for an IT project. In reality, ABC is a management reform. It requires legal agreements, financial models. It governs data security frameworks. Faculty cannot sign MOAs, take legal liability, design institutional risk frameworks. ABC succeeds only when management leads from the front. Adding electives does not make an institution multidisciplinary. NEP expects departmental restructuring, shared budgets, cross-faculty governance, breakdown of academic silos. This is organizational transformation, not just course catalog expansion. Regulators no longer ask, "Do you have a policy?" They now ask, "Who approved it? Who monitors it? Who owns failure? What is the evidence of outcomes?" Governance maturity is now a core grading parameter for NAAC and UGC. Even well-intentioned institutions struggle because there is no board-approved roadmap. Departments operate in silos. Faculty are overburdened with compliance. Strategy is replaced by paperwork. The result? Fragmented implementation and increased regulatory risk. Management disengagement is no longer theoretical. The consequences today include NAAC grade instability, loss of UGC autonomy, state intervention, faculty burnout, erosion of student trust. For trustees, this has become a fiduciary risk. Faculty are increasingly being treated as policy managers, and that is a serious mistake. Faculty should focus on teaching excellence, research, academic innovation, student mentorship. Governance complexity must be absorbed by management. Only then can academics truly flourish. NEP 2020 cannot be implemented through committees alone. It requires phased strategic planning, resource prioritization, risk mitigation, cross-functional coordination. These are boardroom responsibilities, not departmental tasks. NEP 2020 is conceptually strong, structurally demanding, operationally unclear. Institutions do not need interpretation. They need translation. This is where Learning India comes in, working at the management layer, where NEP actually operates. Learning India's NEP Impact Assessment is a board-level diagnostic. It evaluates governance readiness, clarity of decision rights, regulatory risk exposure, resource gaps, leadership capability. The output is executive intelligence, not paperwork. Based on the assessment, we design a clear roadmap, phase-wise milestones, board decision checkpoints, compliance timelines, outcome indicators. NEP stops being documentation and becomes a strategic execution plan. Role confusion is one of the biggest reasons for NEP failure. Learning India's role clarity framework defines trustee responsibilities, clarifies governing body authority, establishes VC operational leadership, aligns IQAC and faculty roles. The result? Clear accountability, reduced conflict, focused execution. Learning India's approach is management first, leadership focused, sustainability driven. We do not offer temporary compliance fixes. We build long-term governance systems. Our goal is simple: to make institutions NEP ready without exhausting academics. In conclusion, one thing is clear: NEP 2020 is not an academic reform. It is a leadership test. Institutions that elevate governance beyond paperwork, ensure boards' own outcomes, lead management transformation. Those institutions will succeed in the NEP era. Thank you for watching. If you are looking for clear and practical guidance on educational leadership, effective implementation of NEP 2020, and institutional transformation, stay connected with Learning India. Visit our website www.learningindia.org. Subscribe to us on YouTube at the Learning India Edu, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Learning India Edu. Learning India, unlocking educational excellence.